Have you ever been handed a list that told you all your favorite shoes were going to cause you pain? Well, that's the truth about a lot of people with chronic injuries, including me. And it's not just shoes either. It's lifestyles, sports, activities. Basically anything can be affected by this. I'm sure all of you have heard of the common injuries, a broken bone, a sprain, maybe even a strain. Maybe some of you have even felt that pain before. Now, could you imagine having to feel that pain every day, but not show it? You can't show it. That's the truth about people with chronic injuries. Could you imagine a simple staircase? Every time you walk up it, it feels as though something is being stabbed into the bottom of your foot. Or picking up a heavy object, it feels as though your arms are being pelted with something you don't know. The thing is that pain is common for people with chronic injuries. Now, I will bring you through my discovery of my chronic injuries, my grieving of how my life is going to change through these chronic injuries, and how I've learned to accept these chronic injuries in my everyday lifestyle. Moving on to my discovery, it was my 8th grade year, the start of our dance competition season. But there was one thing wrong. My ankles were swollen and in immense pain consistently. See, we brushed it off. My family already knew we had flat feet. We just thought it was just an act up. But the truth was, it wasn't. My breaking point to make me finally ask for help was when I had to sit out in a competition because I had my foot wrapped so densely that I couldn't walk without a limp like I didn't have one anyway. So we went to doctors. They ran countless x-rays and countless exams, but no one could tell me what was wrong. Around the 13th doctor, I'm guessing, referred me to a specialist in Jamestown. That specialist eventually then told me something I couldn't believe myself. I thought it was ridiculous, all this effort just for a little sprain, but what she told me was far more. She started off light by telling me I had 2 separate arch shapes. So my left foot had a slight arch, so minor pain was common. But my right foot was completely flat, meaning I had no arch, meaning pain was very common. Then she dropped a truth bomb on me. This unique circumstance caused me to get tendonitis. According to Mayo Clinic, tendonitis is when your tendons are strained so much that it causes pain around the joint and any surrounding areas. That's when my denial started. I wanted to deny my injury because I didn't believe a sport I loved so much could cause me so much pain. They handed me list after list, telling me what I should do, what I shouldn't do, what I should wear, what I shouldn't wear. Countless physical therapy appointments I needed to attend multiple times a week, and I had to do all of it if I wanted to be fixed. But one major thing that hit me is they told me I either needed to slow down or stop dance entirely. Me not wanting to stop dance, I did everything they told me. I went to every appointment, I wrapped my feet every practice, I iced them, I had special foot inserts made, I did everything. But I never saw promising results. See, I didn't get sprains anymore, but I still had a lot of pain. That's when I gave up. I quit doing everything in a day, and I'd ice my feet until they went numb and continued to dance on them anyway. I also probably danced on sprains a couple times or two, but I didn't care anymore. It was too much stress to have to balance my everyday life and have to balance this injury at the same time. But I also made a realization, is that I was putting myself in more stress and more pain by not taking care of it than I was when I did take care of it. That's when I accepted I needed to take care of this injury while also balancing my everyday life. Sure, I'll be honest with you, I definitely don't do the amount of exercises or care I probably should for this condition, but I'm happy. I've learned to balance this injury and condition without overwhelming myself and stressing myself out trying to take care of it to get this solution that they claimed I would find. And to be honest, this isn't the only injury I've had to accept that's chronic. A couple years back, I found out that there's been a pattern for arthritis in my family. You can take a guess who gets to deal with that now too. I have arthritis in my wrist, and though not as terrible as my feet are, still an injury I have to deal with every day and needs just as much care nonetheless. The truth about chronic injuries is that there is really no fix. And one common question or comment I get from a lot of people is asking about my tape or what my injuries are for. And one of the things about my tape that I've been asked before is, what is it used for? And according to KT, tape is one of the best ways to help this injury without it being insanely obvious. But one thing that this injury has taught me is that to be very grateful, because a lot of times these types of injuries can ruin people's lives. They don't get to do anything they want to do for the rest of their lives because they physically can't, because they are in too much pain to do it. I was lucky enough to catch this injury on time that I can take care of it to continue to follow my passions. Now I hope bringing you through the finding of my injury, the denial or trying to deny my injury, and how I finally came to the conclusion I need to take care of myself. I've shown you a deeper understanding of how chronic injuries can affect people on a day-to-day basis. I might not let the lists take control of my life, but I think I found my temporary solution.